not that makes any sense. So how am I going to get numbers that make sense here? I really want to use my calculator this time, because I'm going to do a fraction that says 5 plus the square root of 53 divided by 2 to get 6.14. And I want to do a fraction that says 5 minus the square root of 53 over 2. And this time I get negative 1.14. Do you see how you can graph these on a number line, but you can't really graph these on a number line? Okay, so here's my number line. God bless you. I'm going to do a better job of spreading these out like they should be, right? This should be negative 1.14. 0 should be closer to that than it is to 6.14, right? I didn't really quite do a good job on that last time, or as good as I could have, right? So sometimes people like to go ahead and put their open or closed circles on first. Do you want open circles or closed circles? Open. So open circle here and an open circle here. So now I have to decide, am I shading inside the numbers or outside the numbers? Let's choose 0. 0 squared minus 5 times 0 minus 7. So 0, 0, 0 minus 7. So negative 7 is greater than 0. Not true. So am I shading where the 0 is? No, I'm shading away from the 0 and away from the 0. You understand we only have two choices, right? It can either be in between them or outside of both of them. You okay with that? Remember what I told you this kind of statement was called? It's an and statement. What's this one called? That's an or statement. There is a number that is greater than negative 2 and less than 5. Is there a number that's less than negative 1.4 and greater than 6.4? No, do you see why it says or then? Also, the difference is when we write our answer, x has to be less than negative 1.14 or x has to be greater than 6.14. I can't write it in one inequality like this. It has to be separate inequalities with the or in the middle. Do you see the difference? Do you have any questions about any of the types of inequalities that we talked about, either with one inequality and we just graph and shade, or with two inequalities where we graph each individual and then shade when we get all the way done, or the inequalities with only one variable? Good?